seats?
No, that's gonna confuse everything. It's cool. I like it.
You gotta play the keyboard today.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
We can do that.
We should do a switch up. Not this episode because it's too much different going on.
Too much different. We're in my house this time.
Oh man, maybe we should have did a test actually.
Well, this could be the test. I mean, this isn't quality podcasting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
so yeah.
I won. I'm not good.
I'm
with this.
eating and drinking and shit. No.
All right, here, I'm gonna stop it.
Yeah. I just want to make sure because it kind of
Yeah,
sounds
well,
a little more echoey. A little bit.
'cause-
Shit, where is...
All right.
There it is. Weird.
Oh, I can show you guys my D&D room too.
Oh yeah, you've already shown me, but Drew hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
It's in the. I'm cleaning it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I had my sister's friend is like a costume designer. Like she's worked on TV shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She made
the
this.
sleeves are awesome.
She made this for me like without a template or anything.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's the hood too.
That's fucking great.
That's cool.
That's so sweet. I like that staff too. God damn, it has like a little
Yeah,
ball
we
at the
actually. So I was in the woods and there was this this hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And fire burst out of it, and I heard a voice speaking in. And this staff was released to me.
Wow.
I didn't expect you to tell that story. I thought you were going to actually tell how you found it.
No, I think it's.
I love that. Like
I
a
think
wizard,
it's like-
just matter of fact. You'd never believe it, but I was just in the woods.
You'd never believe it.
But I was just
Oh my
walking,
God.
and there was fire coming out of the ground. It was really big. And staff appeared to me, and I grabbed it.
You guys.
That's where I got this. Okay, I'm texting Max now.
So I watched a lot of movies Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks since we recorded.
Yeah, been a little while.
Yeah. Has it been that long?
Yeah, I watched a Norwegian movie called Headhunters that has the guy that plays Jamie Lannister in it. That was really good. Really good, like...
Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
Who's that? Is he the blonde guy?
Yeah.
Jamie, the blonde guy. Oh yeah, I forgot you don't fucking watch it.
I've seen season 5. I know I'm such a dickhead for that.
Yeah,
But whatever.
well, I'm gonna be a dickhead with Lost, so I guess we're even.
Well, just watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe I won't.
You could just pretend that once you've seen it. Just read
Yeah,
the
I'll just be like,
synopsis.
they didn't know where they were this episode. And,
I think they're lost.
oh man, Kitty looks like a piece of art over there.
He's not supposed to be on that table.
Why not?
Because it's good to train them not to get on things where they'll often break something.
Oh, I see.
That's where we like set classes down.
You can't. I don't think you can train a cat not to
Gus.
knock stuff.
Get down.
His name's
on.
Gus.
Yeah.
Van Zandt?
Come on.
Emu.
Get down.
Oh, a little hiss.
That wasn't the house.
Showed some teeth. Come on, fat kitty.
My own fat kitty. Damn. Fat kitty. Oh.
All right. Gus is gonna hit the stop record button, and the whole thing's gonna go.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You watch. Look at those legs. They're fucking reaching to hit something.
The length. A long cat.
Gus.
My old roommate claimed
Look at
he
that
thought
face.
this cat was autistic.
Can animals have autism?
I don't. My argument is that there's the spectrum of cat intelligence is not broad enough for like
Us to understand it all.
or the differences that like human intelligence can display.
I guess
you know.
so. Well, I mean, there could be a little tardy cat every once in a while.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I think retarded, I feel like, implies the chromosome number and autism.
Animals definitely have.
Yeah, so maybe like Down syndrome cat.
Actually, maybe I've never thought about this. What causes autism again? It's not. It has nothing to do with.
I don't think it's. I don't know. Actually,
Yeah, I've never really given that thought. Like
Vaccines.
that's true. That's true. Jenny McCarthy, Dr. Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy
Yeah,
proved it.
it's true.
Oh God! In that one movie, you're right. Yeah.
Well, she read Jim Carrey's thesis paper he wrote in college about vaccinations.
Wait, that's true?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Jim Carrey was on board for a while, but I think
Because he was married to her. He's
he
like,
was-
fuck it. God damn it.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Did he make public appearances, or was he?
Oh,
just
yes,
sort of-
absolutely.
I think
Oh.
he's backed off a little though.
Well,
I-
but
I
if
think
you
so.
follow Jim Carrey on Twitter, he is fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah. Did you see the episode of him and comedians in cars getting coffee?
No.
He like.
Wow. That's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Seriously, because I love that
He,
show.
he did sort of
No.
seem like a big man child.
Well,
but I
beyond
could
that,
tell
he just seems very like, and there's nothing wrong with this, but it just I don't know, when people are fucking not spiritual, but just like very like
open
vibes,
open doory,
and like not open doory.
Yeah.
Please have an open mind, have an open concept.
Good vibes only.
Yeah,
Good vibes
only. Fucking, he probably has a gemstone collection or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's a fine, maybe I'm an idiot, and those are actually what fuel the universe.
No, you're
and
not an
if we
idiot.
collect all of the gemstones,
Oh, God.
then all of our chakras will be aligned.
I'm not going to get into it, but I had a huge. You were there when we had that. I had that like.
Oh
just
yeah.
That display of retardation.
There's-
Not from me, but from everyone else I worked with. I couldn't believe.
Wait,
it.
what were they arguing for?
That the stars, and the planets.
Oh, like astrology?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pissed me off for a long
couldn't
time.
fucking even. I couldn't stand any of it. I couldn't stand any of it.
My biggest gripe with astrology people is that they choose to deny that there's like a 13th sign, even though it's like that's part of the pseudoscience.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as like there is any belief system.
Yeah.
So like you can't just chop the parts you want to believe in, right? Yeah.
Oh, but they do.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Well, you don't think about beliefs. I have to remember a 13th thing. All right, this is the Hair Club for Movies, movie club podcast where we sit around.
This is the
and talk about
Hair
movies.
Club movies. We talk about movies. Look at the movies.
My name is Michael.
I'm Andrew.
I am Drew B.
This week it was
My pick.
Andrew's pick.
First
Tree of
official,
Life.
honest earned pick ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tree of Life, 2011.
That was the shittiest
Directed by
note I could have done.
Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick. Yeah.
Terrence.
How'd you guys
Malick.
like this?
I-
No, wait.
My answer is complex.
I told Drew this. I should have told you this. That it was probably one of the most walked out movies.
I've heard that, but I honestly I find that hard to believe that people can't understand. Like,
Good. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe it was too wide of a release. That's what
I think it
pictured.
was because it
when
had
you go-
big actors like Brad Pitt.
Would
and
you call
Sean
this an
Penn.
art film? I think that
Well,
term is
if I can
used-
just open this wide open with the quote
I
here.
wouldn't, but to other people who can't get into it immediately, I would start with
Yeah.
that. I guess.
This is absolutely an art film, the same way that 2001, which this movie is basically.
Well, most people aren't going to call 2001 either an art film. Like
I
that
would.
has a specific connotation.
Well, anyways, maybe that term is meaningless.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because all films are art.
Meaningless.
right?
Right. Meaningless. Yeah. What were you
All
going
right,
to say?
so
Oh well, I had a quote.
What? Okay.
This is the artiest film I've ever seen from my girlfriend.
the artiest film?
Artiest film because art films.
Artist.
Oh, okay.
Well, that just meaning like this is the most.
Oh yeah, like it takes the cake for me at least. But
in modern cinema, you know what I mean? Like,
Kind of shocked me when I first saw this. I didn't expect to like. This isn't a movie that I normally. This is
Yeah.
not up my alley. But I loved this movie to death when I first saw it.
I remember seeing like trailers and stuff for this movie and thinking it was just like a drama.
Just- yeah,
you know,
just like
a
a-
straight fatherhood
Yeah.
and family time.
Yeah. No.
But yeah,
didn't realize how abstract it was going to be.
Sure, yeah.
It was. I like. Okay, should I do a synopsis because that it might be.
If you
no,
want,
I
it might
think
be
that's
easy.
necessary. It
Yeah.
would be good.
Now, the movie starts with a scene of a mother getting a letter that her son died at the age
Yes.
of 19. It's revealed later.
is that the opening? That's a little.
It's like pretty much the opening.
Yeah.
There's a few scenes of like.
There's a quote, and then there's
The Bible quote, yeah.
That's
Bible.
why I fucking forgot my notes. I feel so bad. The quote was something to the effect
Something
of where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth?
Book of Job.
And when like all the people shouted for joy.
And the morning stars sang
that
together.
quote has a huge that actually is, it's not just like, you know, there for no reason. It has a lot to do with the whole movie.
Yeah.
But
and then the opening about what the two aspects of
nature and grace.
Nature and grace.
Yeah. That's well, okay.
Because that's like the father and mother.
Mm-hmm. It's it's the entire thing. Of this whole
nature
movie.
and grace, I feel like aren't
I didn't
diametrically opposed.
No, I
they
agree
are.
with what you're saying. Actually, that was
Nature and grace.
Yeah.
I feel like
Really?
they're not on the
But I mean,
there's
it's
that
from
idea.
a poetic standpoint.
Sure,
it was still was an interesting idea. It just
There's like the fear and love spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to me.
Okay.
that just reminds me of Donnie Darko.
Yeah, they use it, but that's a real like train of like kind of thinking. You know what I mean? Like people believe in it's either fear or love. You know, which simplifies it down to base emotions. But grace and nature, like that implies that nature can't be graceful. I don't.
Well, no, the idea of nature is this survival of the fittest aspect, that there can be no compassion in nature.
It's chaos. And grace.
It's only self-serving, if that makes sense. Like you're trying to perpetuate, and grace is about something that just isn't inherent to that to the side of nature.
Okay, I guess it's just semantic. I wouldn't have used the word grace.
Yeah, it's
you know what
the
I mean?
word choice might be for choosing a word like nature. Maybe grace isn't the right word, but it's
nature and nurture.
It's maybe nurture, but they didn't want to be that. Like,
well, don't
blunt.
use nature then. Use a different word from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, nature works so well.
I'm getting. I digress. You know. But
I would argue that nature is a theme throughout, also because
the tree
and the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Let me
finish the synopsis. By the way. Okay, so she gets the letter. She gets the letter about her son dying. And you can tell that there's a brief cut of scenes of coping and trying to deal with from a religious perspective. They're like, why did this happen to my son?
Yeah.
Is there a plan? Why did God? Why can't, there's a bunch of quotes and whispers monologuing why did this happen? And
a lot of them seems like they're directed
these
at
sort
God.
of soliloquy questions of the greater scheme of things. And then it goes into this sequence, which most people don't understand, but it has to do with the quote from the beginning, which is all of our problems, all of the terrestrial,
the trip out scene or whatever.
The formation of the universe scene, basically, that's supposed to be, pseudo, not it's scientific and religious in the same breath, I guess, where it's look at the scope of where we exist and our problems are so small, and look at how much death and destruction has come before us. To reach to the point, this harmonious point in time, that's when, after all the scenes, with the dinosaurs, with the formation of the planets, you come into this scene where you're just introduced to, this little baby in,
the
crib.
Sperm, is that when this... No, that's later.
And then you see, the parents, celebrating the birth of their son and, taking it's a complete change of pace.
Right.
Where you just see a kid growing up, and that's the rest of the movie, is a kid being introduced to, different... dangers or happinesses and different kinds of contradictions. That's another theme with the movie was the kid was questioning his father the same way that the mother was questioning God.
Right.
If that makes sense. My dad tells me to keep the elbows off the table, but he does it.
Because that story about that is from is Job and the devil's fucking with him.
Yeah.
About if takes all their shit away from you, you still gonna like God or what, bitch?
I think that's
and then guess what? It happens. I don't know what happens exactly, but then Job's all like, I'd rather kill myself than say shitty things about God because he's my homie. And the devil's all like, fuck you.
I would love to hear the rest of the Bible
described
described that way.
By my just my periphery knowledge from when I was a kid, you know what I mean?
But I'm sure there are churches in this country where you could go and see something similar.
Yeah, I'll just do a quick Wikipedia glance and then got it.
Side of the highway churches.
Yeah.
That are maybe a closet.
You know what? I might have just broken it down to somebody that didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
you're fucking welcome.
A lot of people didn't make it through the water.
Fuck this podcast.
The waterfall scene.
Let's go find us a church.
Most people clocked out of this movie before you got into any of like the substantial stuff, which was after the formation scene.
So they walked out during the like.
Yeah, when they saw like just a bunch of random scenes, especially like when you're seeing like cells break down and start to form, people are just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Well, let's think about this. Like, okay,
I actually thought the cosmic, like I don't know, just the imagery was really amazing.
Oh, it was one of my.
You want to know why?
One of my favorite things.
Because the dude that did the visual effects for 2001:
Oh,
Space Odyssey,
right. I read that.
did all of their practicals too, which I figured there was a lot of like oil and water stuff.
Yeah, there was a few scenes where like you see what you would imagine the inside of a cell bursting, and it was like red going into like different colors, and then there was like a foggy sort of recollection. Like it was really interesting how they did it.
It looked like they used like a high-speed camera inside of like, you can do that oil and water, but if you zoom in on it and stuff and do it slowly, then it looks crazy. And they use a lot of that. I'm sure he used the same kinds of techniques on 2001.
Yeah.
And that blew people's minds, which I can't, like, that movie is, okay, people reacted to that movie
the same way.
In a positive way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know at the time. 2001.
Yeah,
at the time, maybe not. I don't know.
I
guess I'd be.
That's a good question.
I guess what I'm interested in is people walked the fuck out of this movie. Did people walk out of that movie and this movie in time being as highly regarded? But probably not, because this is obviously riffing on that kind of style of movie making.
Yeah,
like without a doubt, like it's
long,
it's a fact,
intimate. Sort of
so
scenes.
I guess I just answered my own question. It won't, because it's derivative. So never mind.
Well, let's think of it this way.
But the point is audiences' reactions to things like this are different nowadays, because our perception of like movies and experiences like that
was on my notes.
People have less patience.
I wrote down that this movie is not entertainment. It's art.
It's art.
There's different movies. Let's put it this way. There's songs that are meant to get people dancing on the dance floor, and then there's songs for just
then there's death grips.
Yes,
yeah. Well, fuck you. You can't dance to death grips. We're not getting into this conversation. You can absolutely dance to death grips. I dance to death grips every time I put that. The only death grips pretentious. Oh my god!
They don't even call themselves a musical group. They call themselves an art group.
Have you ever met Kanye West?
I have no idea who this is. I've never heard of Death
we don't
Grips.
need that.
They're one of my favorite bands.
I don't think they're awful. I just think they're snooty booty.
Oh man! I just.
All right, back to
anyway.
Tree of Life. We didn't.
What I was going to say. Well, on that.
Well, the end of the synopsis was that this, for like an hour and a half, most of the movie is you just intimately watching this eldest son deal with his walk of life that every son has,
like
including me.
Of age.
Including me. Like this, I think that's another reason.
Even me.
No, I'm saying that
it's bound to happen one day.
It was just. I'm trying to say that it was, when I watched this movie the first time, it was suspiciously similar to my childhood.
I think I absolutely figured. Is this the first time you saw this movie?
No. Okay. I've seen it.
Well, I figured that's why you picked it, because there's a lot of those themes, it seems like. But I feel like also like themes that are inherent just on like the wide scale.
It's very universal.
Like a lot of people, even if you have like a good relationship with your father, there's still like.
That's another thing was
you know what I mean?
He didn't have like there were certain scenes that did paint the father as like this foreboding, like really terrifying figure, but when you're a kid, that's just how you view your father, because he's the authority figure.
Well, we should finish this synopsis.
Yeah,
okay. So they're dealing with grief, and then it cuts back to the older brother. His name is
David. Damn it, I forget.
Well, his younger brother's RL. And the older brother is.
It just said on the subtitles. It said son,
Jack,
mother, father.
Well, they never refer to each other by name. Which,
is kind of bugged me.
It bugged you?
I liked it.
We're never supposed
it's harder
to focus
to talk
on
about it.
Well, it's of course.
That was
the older brother
during
is
the
Jack,
viewing,
and the younger brother's RL, the one that later we find out dies at 19.
Yeah.
There's a third brother too.
There is a third brother.
Who they like. It's weird how little he's in the movie and included in the movie.
Yeah. Well.
It's almost like you're supposed to forget he's there.
He's the younger brother, the youngest brother.
Yeah,
so Sean Penn is the middle brother.
And he's the oldest.
Oh,
Sean Penn's
yeah,
oldest.
and then the middle brother.
That was all very confusing to me. I wasn't sure.
Well, they didn't sit you down and say, well, this is the older brother.
Well, I mean, to say that was the confusing part is an understatement, because they were like, but that was kind of a theme of like, okay, so when she got the letter, you don't know, but I read somewhere that apparently he died in a car crash. But like, how the fuck do you know that?
It's just not important to
No, I know it's not important.
That's
but
why
I'm saying
they don't spend time.
That happens, and then there's a scene where I didn't know what was going on. He fucking got the dress out. And is he fapping to his mom's dress?
No, that's not his mom.
From someone else's house.
Someone else's mom.
And he felt really guilty. He was, in his, he probably was not taught about sex.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying. It was something sexual, right?
Everyone.
Yeah, so he stole this, lingerie.
Okay. I thought it was from his mother's.
Yeah.
You could tell the sort of environment he was in
I thought
when he did this tiny thing. Well, I mean, breaking into someone's house. Not a tiny thing. Yeah. But all he did was, grab, someone's dress.
Just a very dark, perverted thing to do.
Yeah, just, started going a little bit too... It freaked him out.
Okay, well, check this out. He did that, and then he went and disposed of the dress or the nightgown or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And then he saw the next thing. He saw his mother in the hallway, and that was what the score was at the time. And she's all disappointed in him or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then later on,
things.
Well, but I'm saying because I thought that it was his mother's dress, so this is how I perceived it.
Yeah.
And then later on, he's yelling at his dad she only loves me, or whatever. And I was like, oh, he's in love with his mom, which I perceived it as that way. So and it worked, but that's not it. And that just shows you that
that's not the whole story.
I'm dark. I have a dark mind.
I think the point of it was just to show that he was going through an extremely
But that was gonna say
rebellious
and then there was
time.
that, and then there were multiple things that just were very important, but they were just you don't even know what happens.
Yeah,
just that this happened.
Mm-hmm. The way he frames the scenes, it doesn't matter timeline wise. Oh, he did this and then he did this. It's just vignettes of almost basic human sort of frailty and sin, if you want to put it that way.
You're supposed to walk away with a feeling. It's like that thing we're talking about.
Exactly.
That's probably why it seems like we all liked this movie because I mean. It's not my favorite. It was kind of difficult, but then kind of once
it's a hard watch.
I figured once you kind of figure out what's going on, it's a lot more.
Yeah, when you're privy to the way they're telling
we've talked about how a lot of the time it's more important how we feel when we walk away from a movie and then what actually happened. At least you and I did, Andrew.
Oh yeah.
So you're giving me a blank stare, so you're giving me nothing.
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. But I agree with you. That's part of the reason I enjoyed the film, and I think the themes worked. My only criticism would be a bit more of a cohesive story because I feel so they cut to the future and Sean Penn dealing with this grief.
Yeah.
And I even read in the trivia that one of the editors said you could fill a whole film with footage about Sean Penn's character. Yeah. And he was very critical of the movie, and he felt the script, which he thought was the best script he'd ever read, didn't translate. Yeah. And I almost feel maybe that does make sense. I feel there's something that was left out, and the movie is a bit long.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had maybe visions of it being even longer.
Well, maybe if it was already better, there would be a director's cut. You know,
I don't think. Yeah.
I doubt you guys would watch it, but I would totally watch that director's cut.
I would watch it. I didn't hate this movie, and I did hate it, and then I didn't. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because it's a very difficult watch. It's not giving you second to second entertainment, like I said before.
Well, we went to go see 2001 in theaters, and that was different because it was in a theater and you're locked into it. Mm-hmm. But it's a very similarly paced movie, with the long shots, vignettes.
At the end, though.
It does pick up, and there is more of a cohesive storyline. Mm-hmm. It's linear at least.
You're right. It is linear.
Extreme jumps of but this was more palatable to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe and then the thing is, but if I were to see this in theaters, that might be a different experience. I might even actually liked it better because of those crazy shit on the big screen is always cool.
Yeah.
It was definitely there were shots in this movie that were so astoundingly beautiful. Not even just the formation scene, all the special effects. I'm talking about there were certain scenes of like when he was growing up, like he was running through the house and stuff like that. Just quick little, like child's eye perspective, sort of. Yeah. I don't just like the camera went where like kids would go into like the into the curtains, and there was also a scene where like there were children dancing, but like the camera was flipped upside down and angled to where the shadows that they were casting really cool. Were dancing on the ground.
Shadow plays like that. There's one where the brothers dancing up and down the front steps, and his shadow keeps retracting into the steps because of like your point of perspective.
It was incredible. I've never seen that sort of just idea of isolating the shadows like that. It it was so compelling.
So the cinematographer for this is someone who's worked on some of my favorite films, including Children of Men, The Revenant, which is another movie that is
exactly why I like
only natural lighting.
Yeah.
So Terrence Malick and this guy Emmanuel Lubezki, I think is how you say it.
Lubezki.
They created what they call a series of parameters or a dogma to be used throughout the film. So they shoot only in available natural light. Do not underexpose the negative. So some of these
there's a lot of them very specific.
No, underexposing. That's photography.
Preserve the latitude of the image. Let's see. They avoid lens flares, avoid white and primary colors in frame. Which I read this during the film, which I'm glad because I was able to like keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
They shoot with short focal length.
Short
the
focal
Z-axis
length,
moves instead of pans and tilts.
Field.
There's no zooming in the entire film, which I thought was interesting.
Well, it kind of with no zoom, especially, it kind of puts the camera in like a. I couldn't help but notice this, especially when like it was during the younger scenes with the kid. Like they kept the camera mainly looking up at the parents. Like for the most part, it was never. Like a cinematic angle. It was always sort of like a...
And there's a lot of, like, backlit shots of Brad Pitt, like, a god-like figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of, like...
Brad Pitt was excellent.
Oh, yeah.
I think his character is one of the most compelling. Even
especially like, the scenes when he was playing the foreboding dad that was, like, angry.
Yeah.
When the kid spoke out of turn and he, like... rips him out of the chair and throws him all over the place. I mean,
something else.
That shit happens in households. That's why it was another like, you know, sort of close to home moment. But he did a great job.
I'm going to preface that child abuse is never good. It's
clearly not.
It's sort of like parenting.
You clearly never hit a kid before.
But I think like it came across that his father was so conflicted. Like he wanted to do what was right by his sons.
Yeah. What?
Oh. He wanted to do what was right by his sons and didn't know how to do that. Because he didn't know how to, he didn't know grace.
Yeah.
Like the way the mother.
Well, in his walk of life, the way of nature was how you got ahead, and he was trying to be, like he said at some point, I was trying to be important, and I was trying to be a big man.
Yeah.
Are they talking about grace, like gracefulness, or like grace, like the grace of God?
And no, grace as in kindness and like
grace, right? Okay.
Like a loving compassion is a good word for it. Yeah,
compassion is another theme. Speaking of the dinosaurs. Okay, so I did look this up.
Yeah.
But so the dinosaur scene was something my friend warned me about. He said he felt it was very impactful when he saw the movie. So when it came up, I thought the whole visuals leading up to it, like the formation of Earth and then evolution, and then it stops at the dinosaurs, and there's like some, just visuals of gigantic lizard beasts.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where there's an injured dinosaur on a riverbed laying down, and then another one, a predatory dinosaur. It looks like a raptor or something.
It's exploring it and sort of comes up to it.
Steps on its neck. Pauses for a moment, looks around, and then lets the dinosaur live. And what people, and Terrence Malick, I think, has even admitted this, believe that to support is like that is the first evidence of compassion.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like the first act of that.
That it's almost inherent in nature. And not impossible.
But that was like where it came about. Just like I think this is all about like change, just like how this is life growing up, getting old and then dying. It's about like the universe and the earth.
Well, it's about the tree of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the trunk, is God or the universe or whatever, and then and the people are the branches, and then some branches are longer than others, and it ends, and then they're bloom at the end of the gets winter, and then they die, and then they're reborn again.
I wish I brought my notes because I wrote a bunch of stuff down that I would love to have talked about.
That's okay. I haven't even looked at my notes once. Really.
Yeah, I honestly haven't. The opening scene. It's funny when you take notes like throughout a movie while you're watching it.
They
I'll
mean
take
less
notes
and less,
at the beginning, and I'm like, I don't really care. But I will say the opening scene when the mother is at her son's funeral. There's this religious person there that tells her, "You've still got the other two."
Yeah,
and that made me really angry. Makes me so angry.
People say that shit.
I know, it's like the worst thing you fucking say.
Yeah, actually, it really is.
Actually, there's a couple ways to perceive that though. Like, from especially in the frame of this movie, like there are a lot of ways to perceive it. I guess just life in general. Okay, like life, it's cyclical. Like probably it ends and then either nothing happens, which is something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or it keeps on happening, which will a lot of people, which I subscribe to, probably. It's infinite. We're already in hell. But so one of your children are dead. Like, okay, you could fucking dwell on this, but you still have these other things. Yeah. And from
you're right. It can mean
maybe
that's just not. I
don't think that was her intention.
Yeah,
but to me, I was like, I don't want to hear that shit. But at the same time, it's like, what are you gonna do?
Well, hell, I mean, when you're telling a mother anything about her son dying, all of it is with the undertone of here's how you move on, and no one wants to hear about how they should move on from their son who's dead,
absolutely.
Especially when it just happened. So there's rarely anything you can tell a grieving mother that matters.
Yeah, here's his annex.
But that would be that's what you tell her.
You want some wine?
Let's get you fucked up.
Have you guys ever felt like we're all semi-privileged white males?
Yes.
So I'm sure you felt your
just by being white males, we already have privilege. So
has anyone ever told you or given you this thought in any way that like you shouldn't feel sad because other people in the world have better reasons to be upset?
Yes, my entire life.
And so
you want to cry? I'll give you something to cry about.
It's one of the most bullshit sentiments I've ever heard in my life, because if you follow that same logic, you could also tell someone that's having a good day. Maybe they found $1. Maybe they got
Why are you so fucking happy, you piece of shit?
You could tell that person you shouldn't be happy because there's other people in the world that have better reasons
that
to be happy.
Way happier than you. So
that have this guy just won the lottery. This guy just had his first son or something.
Yeah,
like this is
you're right.
In hindsight,
in
hindsight, I feel like when my parents told me that growing up, mostly my father, because
they just wanted you to shut up, right?
Yeah, I think I was such an well. That's what I was gonna say though. I was such an emotional kid that I was probably crying all the fucking time. They're like, God, stop.
They just wanted to take you down to the river and just put a bullet in your fucking head.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they did.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, they just
that was a Of Mice and Men reference.
I
was calling you retarded.
I wasn't retarded. No, you said retarded like 9 times already. It's great.
I know.
But in different ways. You said tardy at some point.
I said in relation to cats. Okay. But one of the
he meant tabby.
On the topic of dead children, I guess. Okay. That sounds awful.
Dead children.
There was the scene in the movie where they're swimming at the watering hole, or it's not really a swimming pool. It sort of looks like a lake with that a lot of people go to. Anyway, the only reason I say this is because it had the coolest fucking steps into a lake.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was really.
I wanted to go there.
Yeah,
it looked like they had lifeguards and a bunch of lawn chairs.
Oh right,
but it was
then a kid drowned.
But it was like a lake. But yes,
that scene confused me. And that's when I started looking up synopsis of the plot, because I was like, "Holy wait, am I doing something wrong here?"
Did you think the kid? Did you think the kid was the?
Well, I thought it might have been another one of the sons because I thought there were 3 sons, and then like the third son gets.
We actually rewound it when that happened, because we were like, "Wait, what's going on?" So we were both on the same page.
Yeah, and
I was just supposed to introduce you to the theme of senseless loss.
Well, I think that was also the first time that the main character, the son Jack, I think that's his name. I already forgot.
Yeah.
That's like his turning point when he experiences real.
Oh,
life
like
pain.
it would be for anyone.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. If you're a kid that age and you see someone you were just swimming with just dead.
Yeah.
I felt like it was like putting the Brad Pitt, like the father, like in a heroic position or something.
Well, it
and
was.
his son saw that, so it
Certainly,
put him on that
Certainly,
much. He just saw him.
It did a lot of
save
things.
this kid.
As
you know
it
what
would in real life, actually. I mean, it did a lot.
Obviously,
of things.
yeah,
for a kid,
layers. You know, this movie isn't like an onion, guys. You think about onions and how they have layers. I just came up with that analogy.
One of my favorite things about the whole relationship, the way they showed the relationship between the father and the son, was there was a stretch of scenes where the son was like questioning, like to himself, like whispering monologue, like narrator style, about the stuff his father does that the father tells the son not to do. But it was put over scenes of the father and son having like beautiful moments together and laughing and actually like playing and whatnot. It sort of, to me at least, it spoke to the fact that you can have memories of your father like doing really mean things that impact your life forever, but they're normally peppered.
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, it's definitely a mixed bag. Like your father, like loved pretty much.
There is a part. There's
more than they had to discipline you.
Even if your dad like murdered people later on in your life, if you knew him at an early age, like he was your first best friend.
Yeah,
your parents. Depending on your upbringing.
Yeah. I mean,
but
you're right.
As long as he wasn't
not the same
just like
for everyone,
but just in like biologically,
Yeah.
is the first person you see. Probably a lot of times, probably even before your mother. You know what I mean? Because
the father,
here's the whole-
father's
you
normally
see
the
somebody's got to play catcher, right?
and who's usually the first person to hit you? Your father, because they smack you on the ass.
Yeah.
Whoa! I just thought of that.
Yeah.
So fathers are supposed to abuse you, just biologically. And if you don't,
It's
then
a law
you're
of
a broken
nature.
kid.
They have to
So
hit you.
spank your kids, everyone.
Why else? Yeah.
Yeah. Why else do you have?
why else
did
be
God
alive?
give us fists, right?
Fucking A.
Well, with that,
Let's go fist somebody.
we'll be back in a moment.
Well, after the fist.
After
we
the
shall
fisting.
return. We shall return.
All right, so we're back.
Woo! That scared the cat.
Sorry.
Kitty was like, it's just Drew.
Sorry, I had to wash my hands.
From the fisting.
The fisting.
Yeah. Is that a movie title? The Fisting?
Wash the fisting. Schindler's Fist. That's like such an old one. I'm not even gonna act like I made that up.
I've never heard that though. That's wow. Schindler's
All right, so
what would that movie be? Oh my god.
oh, you don't want to know.
Oh, it would still be Holocaust themed too. Ew.
I have a note here that says bats or birds formation. Later, I found out that it's definitely bat. I mean, I know that I figured it was bats.
they were real bats.
No, it's birds.
It's real. No, there's absolutely bats.
Yeah.
It's in Austin, and I've been to Austin and seen the fucking crazy.
I know
amount
that
of bats.
They're somewhere in Ecuador or something like that where birds do that though. I swear that birds do it
Birds
too.
do that too, but those are bats because
Okay,
it was at fucking sunset.
Yeah, but who
Dusk.
who taught who?
Dawn.
Did the bats teach the birds?
The bats
teach the birds?
Did the bat eat the bird?
No,
Well, I mean dinosaurs.
I think birds were first, and then bats were like little rats that were like
Okay, so
and then the birds were like, okay, let's
are
teach
birds
these.
dogs or cats?
Birds or cats?
They're dinosaurs.
No,
though, right?
But they
no.
are mortal enemies with other cats.
We've talked about this. That's right.
No, that was going to be my
Do you know
logic.
when
They can't
you're-
be cats because cats eat them.
No,
Did
but
you know when cats are out looking out windows and they make that little clicking noise? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
They that's them practicing. They're like fantasizing about breaking birds' necks.
wow,
That's the
they're
noise
chewing and they're
They're like,
destroying.
oh yeah. If I got that one, fucking kill it.
So what are bats? Are bats dogs?
Bats are dogs. Bats are dogs.
Definitely dogs.
Especially those fruit bats that look exactly like
dogs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
for sure.
When I was a kid, I had memories of being in like fields with tall trees, and at dusk you can see the bats flying up ahead. And if you throw pebbles straight up, bats will like beam
attack
into
it like
because
so.
they're using sonar.
Yeah. That's cool.
And there was one summer I was staying in this house on campus when I was in college. I call it the summer of the bats because Because so I don't know what the hell. Title. I don't know what the hell was going on. But bats kept getting into the house in the middle of the night. That summer I lived in the attic and my AC broke. So I slept in one of the living rooms. It was a big house, luckily. Mm-hmm. And I would wake up, and the first couple bats I caught in a shoebox, threw a towel over it, took them outside, and it took forever.
I'm surprised you got that far.
Well, I got so annoyed with the bats, my friend was like, borrow this tennis racket. They can't see it coming.
Oh my God, that's exactly what my dad did.
Because they can't see it coming, and I just got so angry. I'd wake up with this fucking thing fluttering around my house.
Scares the shit out of you at first,
and I grabbed the tennis racket and just kill it.
Smack.
Wow.
Yep.
I could never do it. I always
you
freaked out.
Horrified.
That makes me sad.
My older brother, my older sister.
Yeah, invading your space. Yeah, I understand.
We were in the basement once, and we were just watching TV. It was like 12 at night or something like that. Yeah. And everyone else was kind of sleeping. And all of a sudden, like, just silently, you just hear this. And you're just like, what was that? And then all of a sudden, it's like smacking you in your face. You're like, you just gotta like, sorry to scream, but it just freaked me the fuck out. And I immediately threw the covers open, and me, my older brother, my older sister, we just turned into babies. We're just like, Dad! And then my dad comes downstairs. He's like, what the hell's going on? And then he's like, oh shit! And then he sees the bat. And then he immediately just grabs a tennis racket, just pow, just like right out of the sky.
Yeah.
And my sister's like, you killed it! And I was like, oh my God, thank God. And then he just picked it up and threw it outside. That happened like 3 times.
Yeah.
You know,
and they came in through the ventilation, like there was like this
God.
vent through the kitchen.
Yeah.
That just, it was basically a hole in our house, but sometimes we would leave the like the blinds of it. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, the
like,
bat door.
The bat door. We leave the bat door open sometimes. And
that
the
is
bat
what
would just come
term.
right in and fuck it.
You know who else was afraid of bats? Bruce Wayne.
Yes, he was.
Oh.
But sadly, that did not shape neither me, my older brother, or my older sister becoming Batman.
I'm just saying.
I remember in 4th grade once, speaking of birds.
What if Bruce Wayne just took a tennis racket and smacked a bat down? He would never became Batman.
If you were
never a swarm of bats like he did. Right?
Well, he was just afraid of bats
tennis racket
in general.
Been,
the whole point is that he was afraid of bats and overcame his fear.
One time in 4th grade,
overcoming his
there was a bird came into the classroom.
Then he would have killed himself.
And I remember we were all watching this bird. I'm just going to keep going with this.
No, I want to hear
it. Go ahead.
And it came into this classroom and was spinning, doing circles around the ceiling, going very, very fast. And the teacher opened up all the windows. They were huge windows, expecting the bird to just leave. And it went straight into the glass, fell on the ground, motionless. And the janitor came in to clean it up. And I remember he looked at it and very convincingly said, oh, he's just asleep. And he took the bird out of the classroom. Otherwise,
he says, oh, it's just asleep, but he still like rushes it into the dustpan and fucking throws it into the garbage. Right.
Otherwise, she would have had, 30 devastated 4th graders.
You were in 4th grade. Oh my God. Even in 4th grade, I would have laughed my ass off. I would have been the funniest. I mean, it's something so comical. I know it's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's
horrible. I know it's horrible, but something about seeing a flapping bird just go boom and then just
for sure
stop.
For sure, because of Looney Tunes.
Exactly.
Because you don't even understand the concept of death.
Yeah.
Death.
You're just like,
you don't even understand the concept of death.
Couldn't see the glass.
Yeah, I mean, when was the first time that you remember, like, when you realized...
The first time you killed a man?
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Yeah, you're right, it is.
But when you remembered that you were going to die, or that you understood what death was?
Oh, yes, I do, actually.
Really?
They're called Dark Nights of the Soul for Catholics. They're called Nights of Doubt, and they hit you hard when you're fucking 12 years old.
Yeah, no, I don't really remember.
I'm sick because I don't know if I remember.
Just like I don't remember when I stopped believing in Santa Claus so much.
But you know it.
I remember when I was convinced of Santa not being real. Yeah. It was when my parents, one Christmas, I guess they were in a hurry, and it makes sense because they did fucking try to keep the illusion going. But they wrapped a present that I had asked for. It was like an air hog or something like that. One of those cool, motorized. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
one of the motorized, motorized airplanes. But
and I wanted a fucking RC car or like an RC copter or some shit, but
yeah,
I only got the RC car with the goddamn cord attached, like a little punk bitch.
Oh, man.
Cordless RC cars were fucking. You had to have one.
Yeah, I broke all mine though.
I had a motorized Batmobile, like the Jeep.
Like you could sit in it.
Oh, and drive it.
Oh, I always wanted one.
I had the Batmobile.
I always wanted that.
I had the Batmobile and I had the Jeep Wrangler, and the little windshield came down.
Oh
Did
my!
you have like
God.
a little garage for him too?
In the garage.
I would have. I would have killed to have one of
The
those.
Batmobile eventually died, but I kept the Jeep for a while.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the best.
That was
fucking world.
That blew my mind when I went over to my cousin's house, and I didn't even know they existed because my parents just they wouldn't tell me.
Yeah.
They'd be like, no, the second he knows, that's all he's gonna want. But I went over there and I saw it and I was like, oh, does it go? And they were like, does it go?
Does it go?
And my
fucking hydraulics.
My cousin got in and just went into the yard with it, and I was like,
yeah.
Drive it. And at that point, I was tall enough to where it just felt like a car to me.
Yeah.
Like
you felt
that.
cool.
I was the same size, and oh my god.
And my Batmobile one was the fucking '89 Batman, like the Tim Burton Batmom. That's one of the greatest things ever.
Anyway, they left the sticker or the price tag on the air hog after I unwrapped it, and I was like, "That's a Walmart price tag."
Yeah.
Oh, say they didn't make this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Damn it!"
All right,
It felt real. And then after that, I was like, "Okay, it's not real."
Here's a note I had that's not really related to anything, but fish are crazy. / how do jellyfish glow in the dark?
What? Oh, from the formation.
Well, they soak it up in the sun all day.
No, but really, there's something going on. There's
Yeah, I know. It's called bioluminescence.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. But that's just a word.
Well, okay.
Where are the LEDs?
Let's put it this way.
How do they install
There's
the LEDs?
certain bacteria that has
Listen, it's a rhetorical
release
question. I understand
Okay.
that stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I'm just acknowledging that it's fucking crazy and fish are insane.
Well, even more crazy than things glowing is being able to see. That's to me always still crazy.
Seeing?
Eyesight. It's still way crazier.
You got mirrors up in your fucking face that are upside down, but then
just
lenses,
photosensitive biological material in your fucking face. That's weird.
Because at Forenoy Day, because it was the nature was it'd be cool if you could just look at all this shit and not bump into everything.
Well, no, this is how it happened. God was like, oh, no one can see any of the stuff I made? Fuck that, my ego hasn't been stroked yet. I need to create some eyeballs here. Bing! Eyes, and then everyone starts freaking out and eating each other because they're like, what are you? And
that's true, because before humans existed without eyes. Mm-hmm. And also God created humans.
Yeah.
That's what we should have prefaced this podcast.
Yes, this whole movie too.
What do you think will be the next sense that will develop?
A sense of time, where you can feel it. You can feel your body disappearing into the past.
Andrew, I hate to.
Oh, and when you see something, you see it in every state it's ever existed in, and every state it will ever be.
The fourth dimension.
Yeah, it's the fourth dimension.
Because time is not real.
I think
you know that, right?
Neil deGrasse Tyson painted it in a really specific way that actually.
I didn't know he
visualized it. No, it was okay. Shut up. He was like, okay, imagine the 3 dimensions. If you're telling someone to meet you somewhere, let's imagine you tell them, oh, I'll meet you on 3rd and Summit. Yeah. And I'll also meet you on the 3rd floor of this building. Those are the 3 dimensions you're meeting someone at.
Right.
But you never just tell them that. What's the other thing you tell them? You tell them when you're going to meet them.
Right. Yeah.
That's the other coordinate, as he put it. And he was like, that's how you can think of time as another coordinate in a space.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
You just look at it on axes or whatever,
Yeah. But, I mean, it's hard to visualize it because we're still visualizing it in a 3-dimensional sort of
because we
picture.
Can't see through time.
Yeah.
We only see one.
We just
aspect
there's
of it.
No we have nothing
just like
to
a
grab
2-dimensional plane is a small aspect of a 3-dimensional field.
Exactly.
This is the Hair Club for Philosophy.
So
where all of us have doctorates and we know what we're talking about.
So
and the points don't.
Points don't matter. Nice.
That's how you were kind of saying.
I knew a guy that had a magnet implanted in his finger, like as a body modification, very small magnet, so he could feel magnetic fields. He could like move it around electronics. And
my God!
Don't let it go around your TV or your computer or anything electronic that you care about, though.
But in a way that's like another sense.
What if you put it like deep in like your like you like implant it in like your sternum?
Oh,
you just feel it in your heart. Just
that
like,
would change.
That seems dangerous.
Okay, let's say it weren't dangerous, but then you would feel it.
I'm thinking like Iron Man. Like you put it like
in your
door. Bam! Right there, and you just can sense. I mean, it's completely useless.
I feel like it would affect you more if it's here because I feel like, you know what I mean. We feel like our heart causes our senses because we feel there is something to that. But it's truly because of your gut and your enzymes happening, the chemical reactions in your stomach. That's what like actually is your heart.
Well,
is your shit.
It's cross
your
cultural butthole that like the center of
the center, but exactly
the
what's it?
Feeling is just.
What's the name of this?
I think most of your feeling comes out of the poop chute.
That's true. But honestly, there's a lot of truth to that because of that bacteria and shit in your shit. Yeah. It's like people get shit implants, fecal implants, or fecal
what
fecal replacements.
Yeah, no, this is true because they can take healthy bacteria from a healthy person's gut, put it in someone that has. Yep. I forget what the specific like digestive
things like Crohn's
problem
or
is.
like
but
even can even affect things like depression and stuff like that, like that are because it's chemical reactions, whatever. Who knows what the actual science behind it is?
Well, that used to be like a thing in the 70s, like healthy gut.
Oh yeah,
it's just like a.
I mean, that's a very. It seems obvious, you know. Food fuels us, you know.
Yeah, I what you eat.
Well, absolutely, though.
You are,
you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
I know in certain countries, I think Germany is one of them. Their toilets are built with a shelf. So you
I heard about that.
You poop on a shelf because they still believe that you can tell so much about your basic health.
So they save their shit
by examining your shit.
Look at it.
That's what I mean.
And so you poop on a shelf. You're supposed to look at it.
Yeah.
It comes with this finger prod.
Brooks here. Really? We're gonna have to
Hey, we'll be right back.
No, it's special guest.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about the interruption.
We had an intruder.
An intruder.
My girlfriend's home.
Yeah.
His girlfriend broke into the house.
Thought we were gonna do a bit. Whatever.
It was the mailman. No. Okay. Anyway, final thoughts on
the Tree of Life.
That's the final thought.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite movies. Loved it.
Okay.
But
what do you give it?
I give it a 2 Drews.
So how do we do our ratings here at the Hair Club?
Oh, right. We should explain it real quick.
Yeah.
I think we haven't.
So there's 3 hosts.
Yes, there's Michael, Drew, and Andrew.
Yes.
But in the order of judgment, the top echelon, the most loved, couldn't get enough of it, want to watch it for the rest of my life, is it Drew.
It's Drew. Because I am the most judgment-free, obviously.
Yes.
Drew loves everything.
I love everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then...
He's just a hippie.
Middle of the road. Middle of the road.
Laughs like Scooby-Doo.
Kinda. It was alright.
No, I think,
no impressions.
No, I think Michael is an ambiguous
Milk toast.
answer.
No, Michael...
It's Michael.
Michael is just... I have trouble going, like, full hog one way or the other. You know what I mean?
It's usually, for me, it's an I like it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to find things I like in terrible movies, and I'm not to be a downer, but I think it's okay to criticize things that may be wonderful.
Yeah.
To come up with, there's always improvement.
Always
I'm not trying to
critical.
be negative or cynical, but yeah.
But nothing's perfect.
So middle of the road is Michael.
It's Michael. Milk toast is Michael.
The most cantankerous and judgmental
and
negative.
It hurt me in my core. I can't believe I spent an hour and a half, 2-3 hours, watching this piece of shit.
And that's an Andrew.
That's an Andrew.
All right.
So,
and I gave it 2 Drews.
Andrew gave it 2 Drews.
Yes.
As Michael, I'm going to rate it a Michael.
Okay.
Strong Michael. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to give it a Michael.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually glad that I at least got a Michael because I was I was nervous.
You've picked some real stinkers. I'm going to say that. And this is up there. This is definitely number 2 with the best offer being the best offer.
The best offer.
All right, well, we're going to
We have
take
a
short break because we got to set up a microphone.
Very special.
We've taken too many
guest.
short breaks, I feel like.
I know, but it's better that we acknowledge them instead of just trying to...
Hello?
Max.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Hey.
How well can you hear us? We might need to pass around the speaker for him.
Yeah.
I can hear Michael pretty good.
How about Drew? Drew, say something.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
How about me? Can you hear me good or am I faint?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll get a little
I
closer.
can hear.
Alright.
Well, maybe not because the mic might pick you up.
Oh,
It
you're
might be
right.
too
You're
loud.
right. Goddamn.
No, we're
All
good. If you
okay,
can
we're
hear.
good. All right. I'll let you guys do most of the quizzing.
So, Max, why don't you introduce yourself?
Don't whisper.
My name's Max.
How?
Perfect.
Okay. Well, how about we explain this to the audience instead of being weird? Are we recording yet?
Yeah, we're recording.
We're recording. All right.
Okay, we thought we wanted. I had the idea to have some guests every once in a while.
Yeah.
That would maybe share a movie with us.
Uh-huh.
And maybe they would pick the movie as opposed to us because sometimes, like I said, Andrew picks shitty movies sometimes. So we gotta get a new guy coming in here to pick better movies sometimes.
So our friend Max is going to do a quiz for us, and next week he will be our
very
guest.
special #1 guest.
It'll be 4 instead of 3.
Max, are you ready to go?
Not to mention #1 fan.
#1 fan also.
Yeah, it's also #1 fan.
Yeah, so he's familiar with the format.
We held a sweepstakes, mail-in sweepstakes. And
it was a quiz.
Max
I've
sent in
mailed about
over
30.
1,000 coupons. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been getting those with your iTunes or Libsyn downloads. Be sure to write us at
Don't do any
wherever
of this.
you can find us.
Don't do any of
in
this.
the realemail.com place.
I'm going to tweet Andrew's address.
Okay, great.
Don't fucking do that.
All right, so
All right.
Max, you're familiar with.
Oh wait, how about what's the time for?
Oh, time for the
Max editions.
All right, Max. Max, we're locked and loaded.
All right. So, do you have your quiz ready, Max?
Yeah, I got the quiz ready.
All right. Now, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so the movie was released. My movie selection, released in 2014, is a fantasy mystery.
Oh.
2014.
It comes to us from Austria.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is it Krampus?
I'm sorry?
Is it Krampus? Krampus!
No.
Damn it!
Okay, moving on.
All right.
It's a family drama between a mother and her children.
The Room.
Mama.
No.
No, that's not from Austria.
Nope.
Oh,
Is it a foreign language or is it just like shot in Austria?
I know what this fucking movie is.
Well, say it.
It's foreign language.
Okay.
I know what this fucking movie is. I
Wait.
watched a fucking special about this goddamn stupid fucking
And
movie.
you can't remember the title?
Fuck.
Good. Any more clues?
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
I'm just queuing him
The
because he
boys
doesn't
are
have
twins, and the mother. It's about their reactions to their mother going through a facial reconstruction.
I do know the name
Wait,
of this. Shit!
Max, could you repeat that? I didn't catch it so well.
Yeah. It's the boys are twins, and it's about their reactions to their mother going through a facial reconstruction surgery.
Oh my god. It's called like...
Me and Drew both know this.
Oh, shit. This sounds awesome. I don't know.
It's like Mama's Home or something, or Mother's Home.
Big Mama's House.
Close.
or
Close.
something like that. Fuck.
Big Mama's house.
Yeah.
It's Big Mama's House
It's
too.
Big Mama's House 4. What the fuck is wrong with Mama?
Damn it. Max, I just
Is it
don't...
called What's Wrong with Mama? Fuck.
Me and Drew...
Is it called Mother?
Is mom in the name?
Yeah, it's Mama. No, wait, no, it's Mommy. Sorry, thinking of Tyler Perry.
Mommy's Home.
Wait,
No,
Mommy
no.
is it?
Sprechen Sie Mommy.
Oh man.
Damn it.
Putting.
I don't know.
All right, so Max, I don't think we're gonna get it because
No.
Good Night Moon.
What?
Hey, you know that children's book, Good Night Moon?
Good night, mommy.
Good Night, Mommy.
Damn it! Oh,
that was a tie.
all right.
Oh.
So that was a tie.
Yeah.
Damn it! I know what movie you're talking about, but I could not remember the title of it. God damn it!
I watched like a Vice interview with the director or something about this movie.
Oh,
but
cool.
Max
All right, I look
and my
forward
old
to
roommate and my friend Noah all watched it at my house, and I didn't watch it because I was scared.
Because it's scary. I knew Max was going to pick a fucking
I
scary
did too. Well, it's not like a horror movie. It's
for
just,
any first-time listeners. Andrew can't watch scary movies.
Yeah.
I won't. It's not that I can't. I won't.
It's not. I know, which is why I had to go narrow down the fucking movie.
Yeah.
He couldn't even get through Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No, what are you talking about? Yes, I could.
Right.
I was there. You were crying.
I mean, he was holding my hand really
Yeah, don't deny in front of all these people.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway.
All right, cool. Well, next
I wanted
week.
to throw. I was originally going to pick either The Witch or Wreck.
Yeah.
I knew Andrew would just look at the cover and just turn it off.
Yeah, I would.
For the Witch, I mean.
I would.
Yeah.
I would
The
not.
Witch is really good, though.
Whew.
The Witch is
I
amazing.
love Blair Witch Project.
I like that, too, but The Witch is better. All right, thank
Tyler
you,
Perry's
Max.
Blair Witch Project.
That's a good movie.
Hey, Max, do you want to plug anything?
You got any hair plugs?
Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, do you have an art show coming up? Or no, for real, tell people about it.
I got a live show at the Southern Theater. It's going to be a brief Q&A, a meet and greet.
Cool.
Nice.
Who else is going to be there?
You can follow me on Twitter at Big Hair Club Fan #1. Big guy.
Big guy.
43.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the simplest handle, but if people like you, they'll find you.
Yeah. Hashtag
Yeah.
big handles.
The strange thing is, he posts mostly food recipes on that Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
There are food recipes that are good for your hair.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with us. It's just a coincidence.
Yeah. That's how we met.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
Just a crossed wires.
Yeah. Just cross the streams of the interweb.
All right. Well, thanks, Max. We'll see you in the hair club
Max, you want to stay on the line for
next week.
Our closing song?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay.
All right.
It's the hair club for movies. Hair club for
This might be a little too much for the microphone. Got 3 different things going on. Never mind.
Watch the movie, 'cause it's hair club for movies.
Follow us on iTunes, Twitter,
And you better watch the fucking movie.
Count on it. Count on it.
All right.
Don't count on it.
Okay.
Don't
Bye.
count on it.
Bye.
All right, guys.
That's
I'm
it.
going to get back to work.
All right,
you
bye.
should. You really should. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, wait, guys, listen to the sound this makes when I turn it off.
Wow.
Boo, 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 boo. Hello, this is the Illuminator. The film, The Tree of Life, connects all aspects of the evolutionary history of the universe and Earth, including the extinction of the dinosaurs, eons before the primary storyline of the film. The Chicxulub asteroid impact, widely believed to have caused the extinction of the dinosaurs, caused a destructive mega tsunami, among other heinous earthly boom booms. There is evidence to purport that the mega tsunami caused by the impact affected the future southern coastline of the U.S. of A. The 5 states that display the marks of the Chicxulub tsunami are Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. The home of Waco, where the Tree of Life is set. Wake up, dummies. This has been another message from the Illuminator.